Hello. How are y'all doing today? Sorry it's a bit of a late stream. I was getting some things done earlier today and my day ran long. Believe it or not, I actually just ate for the first time like an hour ago. So I've been very busy. You know, when inspiration strikes and you can't think about anything else or do anything else, you're just focused on what you're working on. So this is a light stream. This will be my only stream of the day. Hello, I speak. How are you, Alishba? Alishba says, so happy to see you. We're happy to be here. That looks like a feather, and I realize it's an incense holder. Yeah, I love it. I think it's so cute. I got it probably a year ago, maybe almost a year ago. Just Chantel. Hello and welcome back. Hey, Rashima. All right, guys, we'll start getting your messages or your questions, saved. But I do have some exciting things to share with you. The things I was working on today. So I'm going to go over that really quickly. I went ahead and started a Patreon. So for members, if you are interested in something like this, I wanted to make sure that you guys were getting something out of it comparatively to what I normally price for readings. So take a look. We have 4 different tiers right now. We have the Pages of Founding, the Knights of Affinity, the Queens of Divination, and the Kings of Alchemy. You can find my Patreon link in my link tree. It's the very first link right now. So right now for the Pages of Founding, it's $15 a month, Knights of Affinity is $25 a month, Queens of Divination $35, and Kings of Alchemy $45. Really quickly, I'm just going to go through each tier. So the first tier here, just so you know, all 4 tiers that we have for memberships, you get VIP of live streams, which means if you're a member in any tier, you will skip the line on all live streams ahead of all non-members. So that's very cool. Weekly, you will get a personalized 3 tarot card reading and 1 oracle pull. So every week, guaranteed. As long as you're here and you claim it, you'll get it. Jeez Louise, I cannot believe that I've been talking this whole time and I'm on mute. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you heard any of that. That was such a long thing that I just said and nobody heard any of it. All right, so let's start off, guys. Let's try that again. I can't believe that happened. So anyway, this right here is my Patreon page. So I want to let you know I've been working on this all day, and this is why it took so long for me to get on the live stream. I feel so bad that I was on mute that whole time. So I'll just really quickly run through everything. We have different membership tiers on Patreon. So if you're a member, you will get different perks that no one else gets. So who doesn't love VIP of live streams where you skip the line, right? So whether you're a page, a knight, a queen, or a king, every time I live stream and you place an order with me or you are cashing in on your weekly personalized reading, you will get to skip the line. So that's a perk here. So as you can see, as the tiers go up, it gets more expensive and you get more things for each one. So definitely consider taking a look. So for instance, for the Pages of Founding, every week you get a personalized 3-card tarot reading and 1 oracle pull. That's a guaranteed reading. As long as you're here to claim it, you can have it. You'll skip the line ahead of all non-members. There's also weekly collective content exclusive to Patreon members. We'll have messages, posts, videos. Maybe I'll do like a collective reading or something like that, and that will be exclusive to only you. You also will get exclusive promos when I list those that will be only available to members. And then you'll also get advance notice of any media-wide giveaway sales or promos that I give out to everyone. You'll get advance notice of it so you can claim it. The Knights of Affinity is similar to the page, except for instead of a 3-card 1 oracle, you get a 3-card 3 oracle or 3 channeled messages. The Queen of Divinations, you get a 5-card 3 oracle or 3 channeled messages, plus every month you get a private pre-recorded 10-minute reading. And then the Queens of Divination, similar to the King, except for you get 5 oracles, 5 tarot cards a week, and then you also get a private pre-recorded, instead of 10-minute video, you get a 20-minute reading. All right, so just some information there if you are interested in supporting me, but also getting a little something extra for being a member. I figured this would be a good way for you guys to maybe save a little money if you're a regular with me, but then also getting like exclusive perks for being a member on Patreon. So definitely check it out. For kings and queens, you also get 10% off of Etsy. So you'll get a promo code as soon as you sign up, so you can use that on my shop. All right, so now that you heard me, we're going to get started on our free readings. And I'm really sorry that you could not hear me. God, I feel so bad. Thank you for letting me know. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and get started on, blow that out, some free readings. But yeah, that's what I've been working on all day. You definitely will get some bang for your buck. And it's a way to get guaranteed readings with me every week. And you don't have to pay every time. It's still just the 1-month membership. All right. Yes, I'm now open on Patreon. Today is the official launch. You guys get to see it first. See it here, see it first. So Queen, whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and get started on the free list. All right. Also, if you guys sign up with Patreon today and you want to cash in on your weekly reading, just let me know. So we have Alishba. Hey, Luna. I actually like the way you spelled that. L-U-N. I'm having some throat chakra issues today. I want to ask, do you see me and you, Sagittarius, meeting in person in August? Can you tell me a yes or a no, Spirit? Alicia, I'm getting a no for that one. Sanch, will I hear from Sam this week? Can you tell me a yes or a no, please? I am getting a small yes for you, Sanch. Just Chantel, I wanted to check update energy of Paolo Pisces on his own. Still going to communicate, like you said, end of July without me saying anything. Is Paolo Pisces going to communicate on his own? Is he going to initiate contact? Yes, just Chantel. All right. Rashima, will Kenneth contact me soon? Rashima says, will Kenneth contact me soon? Rashima, I'm getting a yes for that one. All right. Reset, please. I Speak says, is JP ignoring my message? Is JP ignoring my message? I'm getting a no for that one, I Speak. Reset, please. Kendra says, am I still cast in Hands? Oh, Hands of My Father is the film that Alyssa Roll part of. Okay, Kendra says, am I still cast in Hands of My Father? Yes or no? Or Hands Off My Father? Am I still cast in Hands Off My Father? Yes or no for Kendra? What the heck? Let's try that again. You're welcome, I Speak. Kendra says, am I still cast in Hands of Off My Father? Kendra, I'm getting a no for that one, but that I don't feel confident in that. I don't know if you saw how slow the rods were moving, but that felt like a no. Joan, Leo, and Aquarius. Hello, how are you, Luna? Will I complete my beauty tools and machines before I leave? I'm getting a no for that one. Angela Smith. Will me and my wife get back together? Will me and my wife get back together? Yes or no, please? Looks like a no, Angela. Hello, Kevin. Are you new here? You're welcome, Kendra. All right, this is for Kevin. Is NNIMS Navy Mumbai a good college for me? Kevin, I'm getting a no for that one. Maybe not the best option. That's what I heard. Not the best option. For Ritu, will I and PC have a future together? I'm getting a no, Ritu, for that one. You're welcome, Kendra. I just saw what you said. Bella Luna. I think I'm new, so good to be here. You're welcome, Kevin. Bella Luna. Will I pass my DC test? Please show me a yes or a no. Will I pass my DT test? So many no's today, guys. Bella Luna, I'm getting a no for that one. Remember, you guys have the ability to change your future. Unless you've already taken the test. Ashley Vasquez, will I get a 4th stimulus check next month? Will I get a 4th stimulus check next month? Show me a yes or a no, please, Spirit. Yes or a no? I'm getting a no, Ashley. Yeah, a lot of no's today. Lou A, hello, how are you? Sent 2 for 5 cards on Venmo. Haley, I'll get to you in just a second. All right, Haley White. Kendra, I can confirm your donation. Thank you. Haley White. Will I have a good birthday this year? Yes or no? Will I have a good birthday this year? Haley White, it's a little baby yes, but it is a yes. If you guys have not had your question answered, it's because you are writing in the chat, but you are not reading the description. So make sure you do that. You're welcome, Haley. Guys, I am now on Patreon. The link is in the description. If you are interested, we have a couple different options here. We have the 15 a month, the 25 a month, the 35 a month, and the 45 a month. You can either be a page knight, a queen, or a king. And when you go over to the Patreon, it tells you exactly what you get each month for being a member. This will save you money in the long run if you are a regular of mine. And it will also give you exclusive content and exclusive information regarding promotions, as well as advance notice of media-wide giveaways and sales. It also guarantees, at a minimum, weekly readings by me. And for Queens of Divination and Kings of Alchemy, you also will get a monthly private pre-recorded reading as well. Who knows, I may even offer a raffle or something. So we'll see how that goes. But if you're interested in something like that with me, where you can get guaranteed readings every week, that's definitely something to consider, especially because my readings are not necessarily cheap. Lou A. Lou A. Does F miss me? Yes or no? Can you show me a yes or a no? Does F miss me? Lou A wants to know, does F miss me? I will say, Lou A, that I think that they do. This is what we call an inconclusive reading, because the rods aren't giving me a yes or a no. I think that they do miss you at times, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily something that's on their mind all the time. But I will say that there are some times that they do miss you, or they think back fondly when it comes to you. So basically, I'm getting like an inconclusive / maybe. So I think the way that you're asking the question, what you hope to hear, like if you want them to miss you and you hope that it's something that consumes them, they're missing you, I would say that's not what's happening here. But I would say that if you just want to know if they think of you from time to time and miss being around you, then I would say yes. Because it all depends on the context of the question. They could also be changing their energy towards you right now, which is why it's an inconclusive. I've been telling Queen every day, I'm like, I speak is validating, Aliana is validating, I speak wants you to go live with me, but Queen is just hanging out in the background. Kendra, we need a Queen and Luna collab ASAP. Queen's like, don't peer pressure me. You're very welcome, Louie. Absolutely. He could be just busy, distracted, all that stuff. 10 seconds on the clock. All right, so we are going to allow for new subscribers to get a reading from me as long as they follow the instruction. All right, so Kendra is the first on the list. We'll go ahead and do her readings. So I don't know if these are two separate questions or not, so let me know, but can I get an acting career and finance reading? Sometimes career and finance go together, so I wasn't sure if it'd be one question or together. I mean, you got a 10 card spread, so we could either do like 5 cards for one, 5 cards for the other, or I can just do a 10 card spread and see what comes through regarding both. It's up to you. Let's do 10 cards all together. Okay. All right, so this is for the rest of the year for Kendra. She wants to know what's going on with her finances and her career. So if you can please give us some insight. Finances and career for Kendra. Finances and career for Kendra. Finances and career. Okay, so I don't know how it works, but when I saw the word study, I was thinking understudy as far as like acting and things. So I don't think that's necessarily a thing for like movies or TV shows. I think it's only like stage stuff. But who knows? You could be an understudy, or you could be like doing some kind of research for a acting assignment. That's kind of what I'm getting. Reading, research, and education. You're gaining confidence about your clarity in your career. Let's see what is going on here. Animals keeps coming up for you. I'm not pulling it because it's not necessarily a career in finance, but I just want to let you know animals just literally won't stop coming up. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as animals are part of your life's work. So I don't know if like they're trying to tell you to foster, or maybe you'll be doing some kind of acting career with animals. Not sure, but animals keeps coming up. Maybe your animal, maybe if you have a pet, your animal's coming up. Rest of the year for Kendra, please. Finance and career. God dang. I'm just like, well, animals just, I don't know why this just keeps coming up. All right. So we have protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career, and also author. I know you want to act, but you could have some career playing out where you're actually writing some type of script or helping write a script. You want to be a pet mom. I think your pet mom is trying, or your pet is trying to come through. What is coming through here for Kendra? Acting and career. Acting and career. Acting and career. Another thing that I wanted to mention, I'm not sure if like I either said it clearly or whatever, but like, do you know how when you have a role that you need to do and you need to be like, I don't know what it's called, but basically like you live a day in the life of that person. So let's just say a lawyer. Let's just say you're going to be a lawyer. You're acting as a lawyer in a show or a movie or some kind of film. You might be an understudy and study that, or go undercover and study a lawyer. So you might shadow them for the day. So like shadowing's kind of something else that came through, is that you might be studying, doing research, watching things, documentaries, or you may be shadowing someone regarding the type of like role you were casted for. Like, I guess that's what I'm getting. All right, give me some more career. Career for Kendra, please. What can she expect through the end of the year? Yeah, it's like studying script. That's another interpretation too. But I just heard understudy. That was like the first thing I heard. Acting, career, anything to do with career through the end of the year for Kendra, please. What is the energy? Temperance, of course. Having patience, temperance. Again, indulgence. I see a lot of cake in the background here. So I feel like you are going to get what it is that you want. And I honestly feel like this could be a role before the end of the year, because King of Pentacles is sitting here making that money, indulging, like eating what they want, doing what they want, living how they want. I see grapes, which signifies like indulgence and luxury, chocolate cake, chocolate, pentacles just in general. So I feel like when it comes to your career, you are going to get what you want. Through the end of the year, I think it's very possible. But at the same time, I am seeing with temperance to have patience. Like, I almost feel like this is you in this picture where you're like, yeah, I'm being patient, but one eye open, like, where is it though? That's how I feel. It's like you and your energy coming through, and spirit is like, just give it time. I know, because of my shuffling, the cards keep flying. Anything else we need to know about the career? So you could be, like, what I'm hearing is that there could be not just roles in front of the camera, but there could be things that you're doing outside of it that pertain to acting, but not necessarily acting. So you may have to work in other departments or other areas before you're cast or something. Or I'm also hearing like beef up your social medias, because that's going to help get you scouted or get you noticed. The more you're beefing up your social media accounts, like, so for instance, if you have like an Instagram, make sure that you're putting content out like at least once a day or multiple times a day, even if that means you're breaking up one audition piece, or you're doing like one monologue or something like that per day. And if you don't feel like you have the time to do that every day, then spend one day doing like 7 of them, and then throughout the week posting them individually. It's like you need more content. But I have that there's like something to do with writing, maybe writing a script, and then also like doing other studying and further research. So like you might start out in an area that's not in front of the camera first. Before the end of the year, you might be doing other things, but that's going to get you noticed. So, but yeah, beef up your social media. That's what I'm getting. That's something that really needs to be done before the end of the year and needs to be consistent content. Anything else for the career? Anything else for the career for Kendra, please? Kendra, you're like, I don't want a man, but a man is holding a heart here, and at the bottom of the deck we have an angel of love. So, like I said, there's someone waiting for you out in LA. I'm not sure when you're planning on moving, but I feel like this person's going to come in and you're not like expecting it, wanting it, or prepared for it. But that's related to your career. As you follow your career and your passions in that, then this love will come through. We also have contract. So for career, you know what that means. I really do feel like you're going to get a role, Kendra. I feel like there is something out there for you that you are going to get because we've gotten this card for you in the past. And just everything indicating here is like your job is and your calling and your passion is to do something regarding acting. Like you are going to get certain things. You're going to get your career is going to progress in this area, and I don't see you doing anything outside of this in particular. I mean, that's what I'm getting. I know that people grow pretty quickly on TikTok, so if you can post more. I mean, I made one TikTok. I'm not consistent with it, but I remember I made one, just a random one. And it was a message for the collective, and it skyrocketed. And I think in a matter of like 3 days, I had 500 followers. So it's like, but I'm not consistent with it. So again, I'm not like, don't have as many as I could, but I'm like, the growth was astronomical. And like, you never know which one is going to get you there. So I would say just keep working on social media. Know that there is a job in acting or around acting or the same niche as acting, whether it's writing or working on the set in some way. I see that happening for you before the end of the year. But you end up with what you want. You end up with what it is that you want to do. Like, I think by the end of the year, you're going to be like, okay, like this feels like a stepping stone. This feels like experience. This feels like I can actually say I'm doing things and making something right now. I mean, I would just post what you're good at. You know, there's people out there that will post a scene from One Tree Hill or post a scene from Dexter or post a scene from, I don't know, whatever show is calling to you, and it can be a monologue, or they'll play two different people and they'll put that post together, and it just shows off their acting talents. And then there's a lot of stitches that you can do where someone says, this is my part of the script and this is your part of the script, and you act with that person in a stitch. And I don't know, there's just things you can do. So I would just look up acting, or like maybe search acting stitches or something like that, and maybe start there. They'll give you material ideas. But I'm not even an actor, and I see that kind of stuff. So, and I like it. And I'm not even an actor. All right, so Kendra Finances, what do we need to know here? Kendra Finances. I tried pulling myself out there on Insta or TikTok and I failed. People still like my TikToks. I never know what to post. That's true, Eliana, that's true. Just day-to-day things. Finances before the end of the year. Spirit throughout 5 of Swords. This talks about getting ahead no matter the cost. So I want to view that as something positive, that you're going to get ahead. Just don't like stab anybody on the back on the way up. Don't lose yourself or lose your soul. But we do have the 10 of Pentacles, so that indicates money coming in for you. This is like a long-term investment when it comes to money. This is you feeling established, you feeling like money is not a concern for you. So again, this is long term, this is in the long run. And so I feel like you want some information regarding before the end of the year, like, oh, well, tell me I'm going to make like hundreds of dollars a week or, a day or whatever. I don't really necessarily know like what you're going to be making specifically numbers wise, but I see here with the 10 of Pentacles that this is like retirement money. This is like long-term established money that you can retire and go like live off what you've made. So I feel like every decision you make is pivotal right now because it's going to determine how much money you have to do the things that you want to do. I would say just keep on hustling because you're doing really well. And I think that it's important that it's good to want to go, okay, what's next? And it's good to have that inspiration. But at the same time, just appreciate where you are now as well. You said, I want that feeling of like, yeah, I'm doing something. And I do see that. I do feel it, like that's specifically why I said it. But I feel like don't rush your timeline. Like, I like monologues being an idea. Okay, perfect, Kendra. So like definitely beef up your social media. I don't know why I'm just hearing that. Like I feel like I heard get noticed, like get yourself noticed, get yourself out there. I do see you moving, 6 of Swords. I see you moving away before the end of the year. 9 of Wands can indicate doing things well, you got to think, Kendra. Think of where you are now compared to where you were. Like, let's just talk about the differences in your life between March and now. You left a job you hated, right? You've done a lot more auditions. You put a lot more effort into other acting opportunities. Recently, you started paying attention to your health. You started going to the gym. You have gotten your brows done, you've gotten your eyebrows done, and that's just what I know about you. There's other things I'm sure. Think of how much growth between March and now. That's March, April, May, June, 5 months basically. Think of how much growth you have had in just the last few months. Think of how different your life looks. Yes, you may still be physically in the same place, but you are doing things that are ultimately leveling you up. So it may take another 5 months before you see even more changes, but appreciate where you come from. You know what I mean? You've been doing the work, you've been putting in the work, you've been doing what you need to do, and I feel like you are being rewarded because you're being proactive about these things. So don't discredit yourself for how far you've come. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do see a move. 6 of Swords does indicate travel, so at the very least, travel. I see, of course, I see a man here. Girl, there's someone out here. There's someone out here for you. Like, you get romance and everything. Like, I'm not even doing a reading for romance, but you got a card of romance. I see you winning. I see you, rising to the top. Like, that's pretty much what I'm getting here. So that is some growth. You said some growth for sure. Like, definitely don't, give yourself some more credit than what you're doing right now. Like, you really have made some really quite big changes in your life. So Spirit is just saying, like, keep going, keep doing it, keep doing what you're doing, because it's all in the baby steps. It's not in the big moves. It's not in the big things that we do. It's in the little things that we do that get us there. Every penny you can save, every extra step you take in the day goes towards your health. Every trip to the gym goes towards your health. Every decision you make regarding, think about it. Think how slow it takes to grow certain plants and things like that, but they eventually grow. You just can't reap your harvest before it's grown. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for the reward. I guess I'm doing the work, but I don't know about the rewards. That's why I feel like I'm not doing well. But you are. And I'm here to remind you that you are doing well. You are doing the damn thing. your growth has been astronomical compared to like even just other people. And like, it's not good to compare yourself to others, but think about it. Like, think about all the changes that you've been through and all the things you've done. You said, yeah, I don't want this, I don't like this, cut it out, cut it out. You know, you're not asking about the same people that you used to ask about all the time. You used to ask about someone else, and you're not asking about them anymore because you're like, you know what, you're not putting any effort with me, I'm gone, you know. And so it's like your mindset's changing, you're being more positive. I think that you're also being more accepting of situations that you are in. Like, if spirit's like, you know, I can't answer you right now, you're like, all right, you know, it is what it is. Like, and that's like such a good thing, because going with the flow is just going to be make you in such a receptive, abundant mindset. You don't want to think like closed off, you don't want to think lacking, and you're like changing the way that you think. And I can sense it every time I do a reading for you. You come in here and it's so much more vibrant, so much more excited and radiant and accepting. And I don't know, it's just like a really good energy. And I think just keep doing it. Yeah, as an Aries, if you're not matching my energy, I'm out. Right. So that's what I have for you, Kendra. Like, pretty much, you know, in a nutshell, is that I see you working in the industry, doing something regarding being on set. It could be in front of the camera, it could be writing, it could be doing some kind of studying regarding it, or, you know, to assist or help someone who's producing something. Like, I see you definitely affiliated with that industry. I also see you making more money before the end of the year than what you're making now. I'm a little more accepting of spirit not always giving me what I want when I want, but I still don't know. Well, that's progress. And definitely beef up that social media content, okay? Eliana says, I'm over here keeping calm. Are you doing okay? You're welcome, Kendra. Don't forget, guys, I am now on Patreon. I just launched this afternoon/evening. So definitely consider becoming a member for extra perks. You get guaranteed readings every week. And then depending on the tier that you're on, you also can get pre-recorded private readings from me. There's a lot of other exclusive content on there, like first dibs on giveaways, sales, exclusive promotions, all that good jazz. So definitely check it out. Even if you don't plan on, you know, ordering today or becoming a member today, definitely just click the link in the description so you can see what each tier offers. Another great thing is that members get to be a VIP on live streams. So you get the red carpet treatment, you get to be ahead in line. So you can come in like after the list is like 7 people long. If you're the only member, you can come in and jump right to the top and you don't have to wait. So it's all really cool stuff, really fun stuff. Being a Patreon member, definitely consider doing it. It'll also save you money in the long run regarding my readings, because not only are the readings that I'm offering comparable in pricing, but you also get additional perks on top of that. And you'll notice that you are saving money in the end. So if you're a regular, it's definitely more bang for your buck. And I'm sure that there's other things that I'll be adding to those tiers down the line. This is just where I'm starting at. Oh, getting upset with her man. Oh, you're trying not to cut his braids when you see him. Okay. If you guys want to know how to place an order for today, just for like a one-time reading, if you open up the poll that I have, it's not really necessarily anything you have to vote on, but it's a poll just to show you what options you have available. So for the menu for today, you can do yes or no for $3 donations, mini readings for $5 plus. You can build that reading. We call it a la carte or a build your reading. So if you want more information on that, just ask in the chat and we'll be happy to explain it. You can also do Etsy detailed readings 15/15 for one question. That includes 8 to 10 tarot cards and oracle. And if it's a love reading, you get paper messages. We also do Etsy channel messages for 15/15. And the channeled messages are just strictly an entire reading of messages from your person. Glam by Eliana sent for $5. Yeah, so if you are new to the channel today, then we will do a free yes or no reading for you. But if I've done a reading for you before, you'll have to come back the next time we stream to get that free reading opportunity. Eliana wants a 5-card spread, or do you want a 5-card channeled messages? I feel like someone's legit been crying. Since the beginning of this stream, I felt like my eyes are burning, and that usually means like someone's been crying. So I hope y'all are doing okay out there. Oh, that's right, Eliana. Yeah. We do paper messages, we do oracle, and we do tarot. So in the detailed readings, not only are they more cards, but I just go more in depth with what I'm seeing. So you want to know what's up with him, how he's feeling. He's been quiet today. All right, let's look into it. What is going on with him, please? Eliana wants to know what's going on with him. What's he thinking? What's he feeling? He's been very quiet. So please show me some cards where I can pick up on his energy. What's he feeling? What's he thinking? Well, 2 of Cups coming out first is definitely a good sign. That's how I started when I first came into the channel. Well, first the rods had me intrigued, then I loved your style of reading, like picking the decks. Oh, cool. Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate it. We always try to like do different things over here, try to come up with some new original ways to get these readings out to you guys. Eliana, I feel like you have nothing to worry about. You also have the Ace of Cups too. I feel like I hear him saying like, I just want to win one. I just want to win once. Once I just want her to be wrong and for me to be right. It's not necessarily a good thing to be thinking that way, but I hear him saying that. Yeah, so 2 of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, Strength, and Death in Reverse. So he's just kind of in his ego, like, I'm surprised 5 of Swords didn't come out. Like, I feel like he's just wanting to win. Even if he, I feel like he just feels like he disappoints you a lot. He said we didn't even have a disagreement. That's how he's feeling. Like, he's just like, I want to win. Like, I just want to win. For once, I just want to be right. Like, I feel like he wants the right to be mad at you or something. But I feel like he's just constantly like, no, I'm fucking up. I'm screwing up. Let's see. But he's still in a very loving energy. Ooh, we have man holding a heart. So he's still in a very loving energy towards you. He wants to maybe communicate this with you as well. That man and his ego. Yeah, it's hard to pull ego, especially from a man, because they're only worried about their own feelings and their own thoughts and what's going on in their own minds. I feel like he is curious about you as well. He's probably spending time with some friends today. I'm getting that he's hanging out within a community, so maybe he's just in the public or something like that. But I feel like it's like hanging out with friends, seeing friends. He could even be like playing video games with his friends. Like, I don't know, there's just some type of social aspect or element to this where he is around other people. I feel like what is this? It's not necessarily codependent, but I feel like he feels very attached to you and attached to the outcome of your relationship. And I feel like he almost is getting to the point where he feels like it's consuming so much of his day that it could be becoming toxic or unhealthy for him. Not the loving energy, not that I want to be with you and the relationship. He still wants all that. But I feel like he just feels like he's spending a lot of time concerned about and I don't think you see it either. Like, that's the thing. I don't think that you realize like how much he really thinks about you and how much he thinks about the relationship, and like he can spin himself into cycles, like cycles after cycles, and he like will let it over like consume him, I feel. And so he just becomes to a point where it's like almost obsessive thinking, and I feel like he needs to find ways to detach. We had a normal conversation. The call ended when his cousin called, but I didn't hear him say he was going to call back. He keeps cutting you off, keeps cutting off the conversation. But the thing is that energy, as you know, Eliana, you read. Like, you know that if someone's irritated, like, you know it. Like, I mean, you could have sighed, or you could have just moaned or like grunted, or just were like, fine, okay, you know, like, I don't know how the call ended on your end, but something in the way that you said it or how you responded or something like that. Or maybe he feels like, yeah, we've been here before, like I've had to cut her off or cut the call off or something like that. And like, I already know she's getting mad. Like, maybe he's already getting on the defensive because he already assumes that bothered you. And so he is thinking a lot. I texted him saying the call ended. He said he told me he was going to call me back. I told him, okay, maybe I lost connection. Maybe it was a text. He probably thought I was mad. That's what I'm saying. It's like an assumption or like a misinterpretation that I'm getting from him. It's just like I really truly think that he thinks you're mad or something. Yes, he assumed. You know, but all in all, Two of Cups, a very loving energy. Ace of Cups means, you know, like the feelings for you are still new, they're still fresh, they're still there, they're still very real and raw. You know, it's continuing to build. You go from ace to two, so I see like just building. I see him curious, like wondering maybe how you're feeling. And like the thing is, it's dumb that like I'm getting very clearly, Eliana, is that he is going to like play dumb or something. Like, I feel like he's thinking these things, like he's assuming these things. But I feel like the next time you talk to him, he's just gonna hope that you don't like get mad. And he's not gonna tell you that he made these assumptions. He's just gonna be prepared to be on the defense. backtracking, he loves playing video games. Okay. Because I was gonna say, like, I was like, it's some, but I was like, but I don't necessarily know if it's like physically around people, but he's talking to people, hanging out with friends. I don't know. I specifically got the image of him playing video games with his friends. All right, so how is he feeling? What's up with him? What's he been doing? He's been quiet today. I think he will call you back, by the way. We also have the angel of love coming through. I feel like he is going to call you back. He hasn't quite decided yet, but just knowing his behavior, I think in his mind he already made it up, and he's like, I'll give her a call. So I feel like you will hear from him soon. The crazy part is he loves you so much. Like, he's not even undecided about you or undecided about you. I think that he just needs to quit with the cutting you off and shit. Like, why does he feel like he has to answer the call every single time someone calls through? Like, just don't answer it. Like, allow you guys to finish the conversation. Do you guys talk for long periods of time and he thinks that he's never going to get a chance to call them back? Like, I don't understand what this is. Hello, GD, and welcome. Yes, you are more than welcome to. Absolutely. So you want to start with at least a $5 donation. And that will give you a 5-card spread. You can also do an additional $5. So like a $10 reading for additional messages from your person if you're asking a love or romance card. If you want just 10 tarot cards, you can do that, and it's $10. So basically $5 for 5 cards, $6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8, so on and so forth. We call it the a la carte or build your reading. Spirit is telling me to tell you, Eliana, just have patience with him as far as like how quickly he can get back to you, especially because he's away with his family. Oh, okay, this is making sense now. We all send him a good morning pic tomorrow. It's cousin's in jail, so I get that. Now when it's other people, I'd be like, Eliana, that's true. And unit, if you only have $4, hon, please do not spend it on me. Save it for yourself. And I say that with love. Like, I would not want you to spend your last $4 on me. Eliana says, yesterday we spoke for 30 minutes. There have been times we're on for a while, but I get annoyed when we haven't spoken all day and he calls me for 2 minutes and has to go. That shit would piss me off too. I'm not gonna lie. I think that you guys are just in like a struggle. You guys are in like a where you all want to be together. You want to be in a relationship with each other, which he considers y'all in a relationship. But it's frustrating because of the circumstances, and I think that it's just that season for you guys in your relationship. And you know, if you guys can get through this part of things, I think that you guys will be able to do anything long term. It just sucks. It really sucks. But it would bother me too if we were only on the phone for like 2 minutes and we hadn't talked all day, and then he like took a call from someone else. That would make me feel like quite shit, to be honest. So I don't know what more you can do besides having that conversation with him. But hopefully he approaches you like kindly. I feel like he's gonna play dumb. I feel like he's gonna give you a call today. He's gonna reach out to you in some way. I feel like before you have to reach out to him. Because he's still in a very loving energy, you know what I mean? You're welcome, Eliana. I'm sorry if it's annoying if I'm have a cough drop as I'm doing your readings. I apologize. I just have to have a cough drop today or I will not be able to do these readings. I don't know what is going on with me. So before we go over to the Eliana, I just saw what you said. So before we get to the free list and then back to donations, I want to confirm a couple of things. GD, I have your donation for a 7-card spread. Thank you. And then we also have D. D. Hello, D. Thank you for your donation. That was so generous. We have 3 Etsy questions for D. So I see that we've got some new people in here. So I just wanted to reiterate real quick that I am on Patreon now. There's the little thing to share. Okay. So this is my Patreon page. All you have to do is click the link in the description box. It's also on my link tree. And if you guys want to be a member, you get different perks each month and each week. Each week, you're guaranteed a reading. Each week that you're on my live stream, you are able to skip the line. You get VIP treatment. So that means that, let's just say I have 5 people on my orders and donation list. If you're the only member, you can jump right to the top of the list. You don't have to wait. Each tier offers different things. Of course, the more you pay a month, the more you get. When you are a queen and a king, you get an additional 10% off my Etsy shop. That promo you'll get when you sign up. You also get once a month a private pre-recorded 10-minute reading for me or a 20-minute reading for me. So if you are a regular, this is a way to save some money and get additional perks by being a member of my Luna Affinity Patreon. And it's a way to get guaranteed readings every week that you want to come and claim them. And like I said, for queens and kings, it's a guaranteed private pre-recorded reading every month as well, in addition to those weekly readings. So definitely something to consider, especially if you are a regular of mine or you just want to support me. $752 subs, nice. I knew this channel would be on the up and up. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. Let's go ahead and do our free new people. Let me see. I'm gonna pull my list up here. So Sunrise. We're going to do your yes or no question real quick, and we'll move on to our orders. Sunrise says, the person that I am currently thinking of, will he reach out to me this week? Can you show me a yes or a no, please? Sunrise, I am getting a no for that one. he may respond, or she may respond. No, you said it's a he. He may respond if you reach out first, but I don't think this is going to be on his own, like initiating it. GD says, will me and GS fix, heal our relationship, and move forward together anytime in the future? I'm hoping for small and steady steps towards reconciliation. All right, GD, so you donated for a 7-card spread, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's see. Will GD and GS fix and heal the relationship and move forward together anytime in the future? Can you show me, please? All right, so let's grab a couple more cards here. I gotta be honest, I'm getting no vibes right now. Now, the great thing about tarot is the outcome can always change, you know. If this is something you want, they're not necessarily in the energy right now to want it. They could change their mind. But as far as we can see for the foreseeable future, I'm getting a no. I'm getting that they are moving away from you. I got the 4 of Swords at one point. Try to come out. So I feel like that's them keeping quiet. You guys not really in communication, I'm assuming. So the 8 of Cups has to do with withdrawing from someone, walking away from someone. The 6 of Swords has to do with moving forward, moving away. And considering it's moving away in the next part of 8 of Cups means not moving towards you or you're in your direction. I do feel like this person has love for you. I did see the Lovers try to come out, but I feel like maybe there's just too much unhealthiness or something going on, like toxicity. Maybe you guys didn't communicate very well or effectively, or one or both of you could be dealing with vices, like different crutches, like addictions or negative thought patterns or bad habits. Maybe there's an immaturity here within the relationship and the damage has been done. It's just not really much that can go back from it. I see you both wanting at one point or another throughout the duration of your relationship, you guys wanted to be together. You guys wanted to have that like long-term, be together forever kind of thing. And I think that to some extent, low-key, like you and them kind of hold out that idea that that's maybe something that's going to happen down the line. But I really don't feel like it's anything that's guaranteed right now. Right now, it just feels like things are very closed off. There's a loss and sadness and regret here. This is also being closed off where you're keeping your emotions close to chest. You're not really talking about things. You may be having a hard time letting go of this person, but I feel like everything's kind of locked up, chained up. You know, it's kind of closed. It's reminding me of like a store that's closed for good kind of thing. There is admiration. There is love for each other here. There is appreciation, but I don't know if it's necessarily enough to create another new foundation for a relationship at this time. I feel like there's just some things that you guys need to work on, and at some point, if you guys do change your mind, it would just be a lot of work. I feel like I see you or them, or both of you, kind of let each other down. There was disappointments, there was feelings of defeat, like you guys couldn't get through to the other person, or you guys were never seeing eye to eye or on the same page. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have, GD. Let me know how that resonates for you, but I'm getting at this time right now, it looks like it's not going to happen, I can say with confidence that that's what I'm getting. It doesn't mean that there's no love lost. You know what I mean? Like there is still love there. It's a sad thing. I think you both still hold out hope one day, maybe down the line, but it's not necessarily anything that you guys want to reapproach right now. It's not necessarily, I feel like you two intuitively know that like there's a lot of stuff that you guys would have to work out and work on if you were to come back together, and it would be hard. So that is what I've got for you, GD. Thank you for placing a donation with me. If you are interested in channeled messages from your person, I'd be happy to pull from the channeled message deck. All you need to do is donate $5 at a minimum, and I can pull 5 cards for you. Maybe we can get some more insight onto the situation, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. D, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and post your question. My first question, I have a new event I'm organizing. Cool, very cool. Thank you, D. She usually does post on Etsy, but maybe she thought it would be easier to post in the chat. All right, so D says, I have a new event that I'm organizing at work on August 2nd. You got a lot of responsibility there. Will this go well? Will this go well? Will this go well? Yes or no, please. Will this go well? Will this go well? Yes or no? Will this go well? Yes or no, please? Oh, what am I doing? I see you putting a lot of effort into this project. Honestly, D, I'm getting a weird message. I'm getting the sense that it's going to go well, but you're going to be a critic of yourself. Like you aren't going to be happy with the way it goes. Like it's going to go fine, but I feel like you are going to be like, man, I could have done this or I could have done that or it could have been better here or there or whatever. And I feel like you're going to have a hard time letting go of that self-criticism. But I feel like it's going to go fine. You're just going to, but I mean, it's a learning thing. Like, I mean, it's something, oh, there's a card there. I feel like it's something that you're going to be able to grow from and learn from and know what you want to do differently next time. But I'm getting like, it's going to go fine. It's going to go well, right? You're just going to keep leveling up in this position. But I feel like you are going to be very hard on yourself about it. Yeah, D, I remember the person that I was getting for you, they were like single. Like you weren't going to have to fight through them being in a relationship. So maybe it's not this person, but maybe it's just kind of a way to kind of give you an idea that there could be someone else out there for you, just around the corner. But you said I am hard on myself about these things. So like, I wouldn't worry too much about like how other people view it. I would just be prepared that you might be hard on yourself. And if you can change that and give yourself a little bit of grace, I feel like it will be fine. It's going to go through, like, I see the word justice meaning like you're going to get justice for the work that you've been putting in. You're going to, like, it's going to pay off. Hard work is going to pay off. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Hard work is paying off here. I also see the Lovers. So I really feel like there's going to be good that comes out of this for you. Like, I just see that the more you do and the more you handle yourself in these events and the more things that you, like, more of these that you organize, it's like you're getting more noticed, I guess. I see a lot of effort here being put in. This could be an opportunity as well. Ace of Pentacles is an offer. So I feel like this could be an opportunity for more trust, maybe more trust instilled in you to kind of handle more than what you're doing now, or maybe a bigger type of event if that's even possible. Just like basically someone's instilling more responsibility or more trust in you because they feel like you can handle it. I just hope everyone has a good time and my boss thinks it went well. I feel like they will. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, but let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you as well. Libra Love has a yes or no question. Libra Love donated for a yes or no, it looks like. Cash App, I believe. Let's get some oracle insight on this for D, please. How is the event going to go? Any other insight or clarity you can provide? What messages do you have for D regarding this event? Healer of the Ages. The Thinking Woman. So I guess there's like you're overthinking possibly. Door to Spirit. I'm getting that your spiritual team is around you at this time. Like you're gonna get both like moments of inspiration or clarity. And I feel like that's going to be your guides around you. So when you put on the spot, they're going to tell you, they're going to like give you some information to make it easier, get your point across a little bit easier. I'm going to be like, what? Where did that come from? That was full on muse happening here. So I feel like your spiritual team is around you. They're helping you through this event. They're helping you either remain calm, be less self-conscious. That's the word I'm looking for. Because I still feel like you're going to be very much overthinking. Does this indicate travel, D? Does this indicate you going somewhere outside of where you normally work to get there? I see something about a journey here. Interestingly, I also see Angel of Love. So that always surrounds your work. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to meet somebody regarding work. Like that doesn't, like Angel of Love and Romance constantly come up in your work and work readings. But I feel like you're going to have some strategy. I feel like you're going to really be able to run the show effectively well. Everyone's going to have a good time. I feel like you're just, the only like criticism is going to be the ones that you put on yourself. Good, because I sometimes struggle to get things out of my head and verbalize them. I'm not traveling far to the other side of the city. Yeah, it's not too bad. Maybe it's just an image here of you like packing things up to put in your car to bring to the event or something. I was thinking about a journey here. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Dee, regarding your first question. What can I do for your second question? If you guys are interested in being a Patreon member, I just launched that tonight. Definitely consider placing an order. Not placing an order. Oh my God, what am I saying, guys? Sorry, I'm so tired. I've literally been working since like 10 o'clock this morning. Definitely consider checking out my Patreon. It's linked in the description. There's different tiers for different memberships each month, and you'll get guaranteed readings every week. For the Queen of Divination and the Kings of Alchemy, you'll get guaranteed monthly readings. And then also, if you don't like to wait when I'm live streaming and you want to skip the line, members will get that opportunity to skip ahead of everyone else. So definitely something to check out. Even if you don't feel like you're going to sign up to be a member today, definitely take a look at what I have to offer there. The prices are comparable to what I typically offer, but then there's also additional perks as well. And I think certain tiers actually save you money in the long run. I think they all do, actually. Oh, sorry. I had to grab some water. I don't know what is going on with my voice all day. So for my second question, a friend of mine wants me to start dating again. And she wants me to do so on a dating app. Oh man. Which I absolutely will not do. To that end, do you see me meeting someone organically that I will do? So I am picking up stuff around work. I can't, like, it's not stopping. So we'll look into it. Let's see. And honestly, I understand to each their own, like, what you're comfortable with, like, for sure. And maybe I'm the exception, but I met my boyfriend on a dating app back when they weren't even really big. It was like 2015, and it was still somewhat taboo. People were still like, oh, really? A dating app? Like, how weird. And definitely it's been a lot more accepted over the last few years. But I met him, and it was 7 years ago, a couple weeks ago, that we met. So I could I'd be the exception, like I said, but I also feel like there's a lot of successes coming out of online dating. But do with what you're comfortable with. Hello, Joe Naturals. How are you? You said, oh, I'm not knocking dating on an app. No. I wasn't taking offense by it. I was just saying, like, if you happen to think, well, maybe, Maybe I'll let her talk me into it. I just wanted you to know, like, I wanted you to hear a success story, that's all. Alright, do we see D meeting someone organically that she will date without the help of anything outside of, like, social media, dating apps, etc.? She doesn't want to do any online dating. Will she meet someone organically? Please show me yes or no. You're welcome. Yes or no. Yes or no. It's not for everyone. Ooh, we got the Emperor. Will she meet someone organically? Please show me. So I am getting a yes. The Emperor to your Queen. What's the Seven of Swords here? I'm gonna have to get some confirmation on the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords usually means like you're not being 100% yourself. You're wearing a false mask around this person. Maybe you're not telling them everything. It can indicate sneaky behavior, but not always. So I just want to dig a little bit deeper there. Libra Love says, going back to work, can I get a timestamp for later? Yeah, what we'll do is we'll put it on the screen for you. Right now we're about an hour and a half in, so I would say maybe at about the 2-hour mark into the live stream, you can come back, but we'll make sure we put your question on the screen so you can find it, okay? So for D, I am getting you'll meet someone organically. You don't have to worry about that. I feel like I see you spending a lot of time either at work or at home. How's she gonna meet this person? Let's see. It's like this is like long-term partner. This is Emperor energy. This is like husband material. So let's see. Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Interesting. Maybe someone who's not single now will be single soon. The Nine of Pentacles indicates independent energy, and a lot of times it can indicate being single. Seven of Swords being like not fully honest or wearing a mask. We also have temptation here. All right, so not saying that this person that we've been talking about, this B person, is going to be this person, but what I am saying is that I am seeing that there's a possibility of temptation. That if this person is in a relationship, they are going to be single soon, most likely. And I'm not saying you, yeah, exactly, D. I'm not saying that you are going to be with him while they're with someone, but I'm saying like just be open minded the fact that this person could be single soon. Because I was getting for you, D, this person was not going to be involved when you pursued this person that's around you at work. They will be available. So maybe it's just a matter of them not being available right now, but they have to let their relationship play out. But I'm seeing like something between the masculine and the feminine. So like you and this other person, there is the Seven of Swords. Like someone's not being fully honest. Like if, for all we know, him and this girlfriend could be unhappy, and he's just not letting that on. He's not letting it on that he's not happy in his relationship. So don't write off Brett completely. Obviously, you're a good person. You're going to keep your distance. You're going to like let that situation ride itself out and figure itself out. Understood. But at the same time, don't completely write him off, because I don't feel like he's happy in the relationship. Who is this Emperor, please? Who is this Emperor? Leo. We have Leo, Aries energy, like fire sign. Leo came out again. Who is this Emperor here? Who is this Emperor? Fiery. He is someone who's been through a lot. He's struggling. He's got some burdens or heavy responsibility right now he's trying to sort through. Who is the Emperor? Who is the Emperor? We have Pentacles, which has to do with finances and career. Queen of Pentacles. Looking at you, we have two Queen of Pentacles, actually. And we have the Four of Swords. So keeping quiet. But I see the Eight of Wands here. Communication and information regarding this person is going to come out. So all in all, I do see you meeting someone organically. I don't see it being online necessarily. That's not what you want to do. But I feel like this could be the person, to be honest. What other information am I getting? Yeah, you're gonna get information about this person. Like, I feel like the more time goes on, I don't know how you got the information that he has a girlfriend, but I feel like through either that outlet or some other way, maybe through coworkers or something, you're gonna get more information. He may even talk to you directly, to be honest. This is someone who's gonna stir up a lot of passion within you as well. Where can you meet? Where can you meet? Like, I feel like I don't necessarily see two people for you. I see one person for you, but I feel like other notes are coming out, other postcards are coming out regarding me because maybe you're kind of curious. I don't really know, but I am getting like it's possible you'll also bump into someone outside at a store. This kind of reminds me of an apothecary, actually, but like out at a grocery store, out and about, someone you might run into talking about produce or something, just somewhere out organically bumping into them. I think that's a possibility, but I can't help but feel there's something around your work. Like, I just keep coming back to that, and I can't ignore it. The only thing indicating that it could be two different people is the Chariot's pointing in two different directions, and it indicates a shadow side and a light side, and not sure which way, this way or that way, to go. It's forward for sure. It's a forward movement either way, but you're just not really sure. You could feel a little bit torn here. But that's really my only indication that there could be two different people here around you. But I feel like you spend a lot of time at home. Between work and home, I see that travel, work and home. So it's like you don't really have much opportunity to meet someone necessarily outside of your house, and, besides your work, because you spend a lot of time in those two places, and that's pretty much it. Let me scroll back. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Queen. I see you're responding to Queen. They are unhappy, but I could be wrong. Really interesting. I feel like he knows he looks good and he's likely a player. Very interesting. A friend of mine who is a coworker and had drinks with him heard it directly from him. Interesting. So does this guy, does Brett know that you're friends with that coworker? Maybe he wanted to give you some information about him. The one thing that has been consistent is this person's at your job. Yeah, that I will say that for sure. I don't think that was by accident. Yep. Queen of Swords, you and Luna have been seeing that consistently, right? I'm either at work or home. I've been such a hermit. So is it possible you meet this person organically without any kind of social dating or virtual dating? Then I have a resounding yes for you, D. Let's roll for an oracle here. We have number 2, which is again the energy oracle. Any information regarding how she's going to meet this person or what she needs to know regarding this person or these people. Angel of balance. That's also feeling like two different people. Yin yang, yin or yang, two different people. All right, we have the sixth chakra. This is your intuition, your third eye. Ooh, was that angel of the moon? I think goddess of the moon. Any information regarding this person, unity. So a lot of times the community card looks like 3 cups to me. That's just how I feel. So this could be someone that you meet within your community, but it could also be someone who's like a third party situation right now and eventually will be out of it. Then you can pursue the situation. But yeah, the angel balance, yin yang, the 2-2 just kind of makes me feel like there is a possibility that it's 2 people. We also had rolled dice of the number 2, and then we also had the 2 different directions and the chariots. Yin Yang's very twin flame energy. And angel balance is reminding me of temperance. So just make sure you're doing things in moderation, do things above board. Don't try to go ruin a relationship. Not that you're going to, but it's basically just like insight on what's going on right now. But I know that you're a good person. You would never interrupt that, especially because if you interrupt the process of someone trying to work through a relationship, then you could run the risk of them leaving you for them again, that other person, because they didn't get to see it play out. D, the only thing I would say is if you feel a gentle nudge consistently or some kind of like intrusive thought where you're not even thinking about that specific topic, but it keeps coming back to you and you're like, I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Like I keep getting signs. I keep getting this feeling that I need to. And it's not out of fear. It's out of love. You just kind of feel like you keep getting this guidance to do it. At that point, then I would say maybe try a dating app. But if you're completely against it and you don't agree with that does not resonate for you, you're like, no, and you don't ever get those messages, then I would say just keep doing you. The only thing I would recommend is follow your gut, follow your inner guidance, follow your intuition. All right, so the third question, an update on Tim and his thoughts and feelings. So, Dee, since you ordered a triple reading tonight, I am going to go ahead and pull some love messages for you. So we'll do channel, tarot. We'll do a little bit of everything for this one. Third question, update from Tim and his thoughts towards Dee, please. Update on Tim and his thoughts towards Dee. All right. Update on Tim and his thoughts towards Dee, please. What's going on with Tim right now? What's going on with Tim? What does Dee need to know? What does Dee need to know? Children. He has children? I can't remember. Tim, what's going on with Tim? He's working on his partnership with the person that he's with right now. What's going on with Tim? Codependency. All right, so he really feels like this person is like, I think that they're on the up and up. They're a little bit happier than they've been. He feels like very in a romantic energy towards this person. He's trying to stay optimistic. I feel like he has a lot of experience about that would lead him towards being pessimistic, but he's trying to be optimistic. But I do feel like this is a codependent situation. So that's kind of what he's dealing with right now regarding D. How is he feeling about D, though? How is he feeling about D? Ooh. He is trying really hard to release you, D. I think he's trying to focus a lot on the situation he's got in front of him. He's trying to release you. To release your ex means you're having a hard time letting someone go, so I feel like he has a hard time letting you go. So he has something here where he's working a lot day to day. His career is also very important to him, or his job. He's really trying to make that money because I feel like financial issues are a factor right now for him. We have chemistry. So he does feel chemistry with you. He does feel like you give him like a youthful feeling. I feel like he is trying to let go of control issues right now. So like he probably is just trying to kind of let things play out. So like let his relationship really work on what's in front of him at the moment, and really try to just let things unfold how they're going to unfold and not really force things, because I think that he's learning that the more he forces things, the less organic it feels, and the harder it is. He just wants things to kind of just flow naturally. Do you think the guy... Hold on, wait a second. I just missed some stuff here. Yeah, completely against it, because my intuition is telling me it would be bad for me. I think Luna is right about the job thing. Get out of your head. I heard get out of your head. Yes, he does. Do you think that the guy at the job is the catalyst to T coming back free and ready for commitment? I'm not getting that, Queen. I'm not getting that. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I'm not getting that necessarily. Because I'm getting that he's just really trying to focus on his relationship. As D is pulling back from T, he is pulling back from D. It's very twin flamey. It's like they are doing the same thing. They're mimicking the same thing. Update on Tim. What's going on with Tim? What's going on with Tim and his feelings towards you? Okay, so he does feel temptation with you. He knows that there is some type of risk associated with talking to you. I think that you could be the cause for jealousy when it comes to his current relationship, because we have competition here, 5 of Wands, temptation and risk here. This is causing like arguments, disagreements, struggles. So likely if he were to contact you or reach out to you, it could be at the detriment of his relationship, which is why he's trying to let you go and avoid you. Okay, so D says he has a twin flame. Makes sense. Queen, let me know if you're getting something different. But again, I don't always pick up what other readers pick up. We all are different. So you could be getting news and information that I'm not getting. So yeah, sorry, I had to step away for a quick second. Let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. Channeled messages from D to... from T to D. No messages from T to D. For those of you who are hanging out, definitely consider checking out my Patreon while you're hanging out. Obviously, if you are not interested in getting a membership right now, that's totally fine. If you take a look at the screen, it says join my Patreon for member only, guaranteed readings and exclusive content. So at the very least, just check it out. It's a way to support me as well in my channel, and then it guarantees you at least one reading a week, depending on which tier you get. So T is saying, I don't know how to feel. I see life differently now. So he is seeing things differently. He's trying to, I feel like he really is trying to focus on his relationship that he's got going on. D, I don't know if you said if he has a child or not, but I asked that question because children are a factor in his love life. Like, that was something that was coming up before. I just wanted to let you know. He says, I feel the sexual tension. I feel the sexual tension with you. D, that's right. All right. How is T feeling towards T? I feel like he wants your body. He says we don't share the same values. Interesting. You inspire me. He feels as though you don't feel the same way as him too. Like, I feel like on some level he feels like you guys are not on the same page. Like, he feels like you guys feel differently about each other. Like, maybe he feels like you don't care, or maybe he feels like you wouldn't reciprocate or something, or maybe he burned that bridge. He does have a kid. Okay. Sorry, these things are like blowing all over the place. All right, T2D, please. T2D. We have, I lost myself for a little while. Like, it's like I lost myself for a little while, but I'm seeing life differently now. I don't really know how to feel about you, but I feel the sexual attention. You do inspire me. The thing is I don't feel like we're on the same page. I don't feel like we want the same things right now. I hope you can forgive me at some point. I want to tell you how I feel. I do want to talk to you. I want to reach out to you, but I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm not allowed. I'm restricted. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson that you give me. You make me want to be better. You make me want to work harder. Even if it's not with you or by your side, you make me want to be a better person. I feel you leaving me behind. It was my fault, but I blamed you. There's something about you that he wants to feel again. I feel like he's trying to, how he feels with you, he's trying to make himself feel with someone else. So let's get you some paper messages, and then, yeah, D, that's totally fine. I'm gonna move on to, who was it? Libra. We're gonna timestamp Libra, but I'm gonna pull just a couple paper messages for you. Just some words regarding the connection between you and T. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do the words that I see face up, because that was like so many words. So I see effort, I see right, I see amuse, joy, expansion, motivate, whisper, cute, sense. So I feel like with Whisper, he feels like he has to keep everything how he feels on the down low. Like he can't, very low key with you. He can't really be as expressive as he wants to be, and he also feels like he can't really communicate you or voice how he feels or what he wants to say with you at a loud decibel, because it's Whisper. We have motivate. So like I said, he said, like, even if it can't be with you or can't be beside you, you do inspire me to want to be better. I want to do what's right. I want to do things above board. I am trying to put effort into my situation because I want to feel good. I want to feel joyful. I want to feel happy and excited and amused. I don't want to feel like I'm doing something wrong. I get the sense, or I sense you. I get the sense that you think of me from time to time. I'm just trying to do what's best for me, and work towards my future, because that's what's tangible right now. So that is what I have for you, D. And you said you're going to place another order, which is totally fine. I'm going to timestamp Libra Love in just a second. Libra Love had a yes or no question, I believe. My assumption is they wanted a tarot card for their yes or no, so we'll do that. So Libra Love is timestamped exactly 2 hours in. Ooh, I did my timing very well on that one. So 2 hours in, we have Libra Love. Oh. Ow. Hey, I speak. What's up? What's going on? Libra Love. Libra Love. Is JoJo hiding that he likes a guy from me? Can you show me a yes or a no? Of course we get the Two of Swords. I feel like someone does not want to be honest with you. They want to pretend like, they want to ignore what's going on with themselves. Is this a yes or no, please? Is JoJo hiding the guy he likes from Libra Love? Or sorry, that was supposed to say, is he liking it? Okay. I got a yes, but let me reword that. Is JoJo hiding that he likes a guy from Libra Love? Is JoJo hiding that he likes a guy from Libra Love? Ooh, that's another maybe. I'm wording it correctly now. Is JoJo hiding that he likes a guy from Libra Love? Okay, so I feel like this person's questioning. Like, I feel like they're in the in-between. I don't know who JoJo is. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl or whatever their identity is. I just feel like I'm getting someone questioning, not really sure, wanting to kind of ignore the situation. They kind of want to close their eyes to it and pretend like it's not happening. I did get a yes, but I kind of worded that weird, so I don't want to rely on that answer necessarily. But the Four of Cups is technically a no. The Hanged Man and Two of Swords is a maybe. So overall, what I can say is that this person is like really questioning their situation. They're trying to ignore what's going on in front of them and trying to like take a shot in the dark and hope that something sticks. I feel like they maybe you're trying to see things from different perspectives or different point of views, but I feel like they're sacrificing a lot. They may be hiding themselves or who they are, or for example, who they like. I feel like they're very unhappy. They're in low spirits right now. They could be in some kind of depression as well. So ultimately, I am getting that's very possible that this person is hiding this, but I'm not getting like a straight up answer. And I feel like the reason why is because like maybe it's not for you to know. Maybe it's for this person to tell you. So that is what I'm getting for you. Typically, I only pull one card, but I just wanted to get some more information. So I would say the best advice that I have for you to just talk to this person if you feel like that's something that you need to do is just have a conversation. But if they don't want to tell you who they like or if they like a guy or something like that, then that's on their own time. I don't know if JoJo is someone you're in a relationship with. Again, I don't do third party readings, so my hope is that you're not asking about someone else that you're involved with, liking someone else. But yeah, that's what I got for you, Libra Love. Thank you for your donation. All right, so D says, what does my boss, Kirsten, think of me so far? I don't know if she thinks I'm competent and capable or not. I won't be hurt if you say she dislikes me. What does boss, Kirsten, think of D? What does boss Kirsten think of D? What does boss Kirsten think of? Honestly, D, I think that she really likes you. I got the message that you kind of hiring you has helped her get out of a tough spot. I see the Four of Wands outside of the Tower and the Eight of Wands on the other side. So I feel like you hiring you made maybe less stress on her or less pressure on her. I think that she's happy with the fact that you were hired. Let's see. She feels you do well. I'm viewing this like the Four of Wands typically feels like love. I wouldn't say she loves you, and I wouldn't say obviously it's romantic, but I would say that she really is happy that she or the company committed to hiring you. Like she loves it, basically. I do agree with Queen. Like I do feel like she feels highly of you. The Wheel of Fortune indicates like good things coming, and liking what's happening. I feel like as a boss, she can feel like very stressed out, and she maybe feels like she has like a lot of things on her plate, or she feels like she has to juggle a lot. But I'm getting like somehow you being there does help ease her stress a little bit in some way. Maybe because she doesn't have to take responsibility for certain things and delegate certain things out to you and other people. You said, "Oh, that's sweet. She just like me. She is very stressed out." Okay. So, another thing that I'm getting is I feel like she doesn't want you to leave. Like I feel like the Wheel of Fortune can indicate a turning point, and when I hear that, I am not thinking about a turning point in y'all's relationship, which it could be. An interpretation of that is that there's things that you've been doing that have created more or instilled more trust. But I'm also hearing like turnover, like she doesn't want you to leave. She doesn't want to have to keep filling this position. She really likes what it is that you're doing. I feel like there's been like a lot of cycles over the past where she feels like she can't rely consistently on someone being a manager, or it's just something about like she has experience. I don't know if she's new to her position too, but like I'm getting that she feels like in management, being in leadership position, leadership role, it's hard because you can't necessarily always rely on other people, but she feels very good giving you responsibility. The devil is in reverse, which is good. I don't feel like there's any negative or toxic or hateful situations going on. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, so I'm getting clarity on that. The Sun is like warmth and happiness. You said she is new to her position. I was picking up on that. I was like, I feel like she's also new. But she could have a history, not necessarily at this company, but she could have a history of like either like I don't know. There's just something about this management thing that's like stressing her out. Like she feels like she can't rely on other people. Maybe in the past, or maybe this is her first management role. I don't know, but like she's also questioning herself. She's very much less focused on you than she is on herself and her own situation. But what she does see, what she does know of you, she does like you. And I feel like she's very happy that you are there. I feel like she feels like she can't show it though, because the Emperor is here, and the Emperor is supposed to be very solid, very, very much a rock, very stoic, and try not to be biased or have favorites, play favoritism or nepotism, if that's something that's in your company. She's trying very hard to remain objective, but I do feel like she really does like you. She's just really more focused on herself than anything. Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Seven of Pentacles here. Ooh, okay. So she's a workaholic. She's giving like Capricorn energy. I feel like she is like work and that's it. Workaholic. I don't see her even investing in love, investing in any kind of love at all. She's definitely, her work is her number one priority, it seems. I don't know if she's got a family, but it doesn't feel like she does. The way that she focuses on her job is like this is the only priority that I have right now. All right, so that is what I have for that. Let me pull some energy cards here. You said this is making so much sense. Okay, good. I'm glad. Any advice, information regarding the situation here? Happy family. So she's very happy having you there. She feels like you guys are like, a unit that are working together for a common goal. She feels very dedicated to this job. She also has deceit. So I feel like she does have her own insecurities. she has her own worries. I feel like she may even be like, does Dee like me? Like, am I doing good? Do people like me? And so I feel like she has some worries or something like that when it comes to her own projection or her people's perception of her, basically. He said, yes, she's a workaholic for sure. She has a family, but she invests in work. That's good, because there was another message in there about happy family. So maybe she has the liberty to be able to, and that could be the time of her life right now where she's just putting a lot of focus in her job at the moment. The energy I was getting is that she didn't have a family only because of how much she was, putting that at the forefront. Ooh. All right, Courtney, I think what we're gonna do is maybe cut the list off at 9:30, if that's okay. We'll let donations keep coming for the next 30 minutes. But if I get to the end of Kendra's reading and no one else has donated, then I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. He says the materials and this is continuing. How do you see me doing at my job through the end of the year? I'm going to be getting a lot more responsibility that will make me the proxy of my boss, and I have a hard time grasping the materials. And I'm worried I won't do well and myself. Dee, I don't know. I did feel like you're gonna get a lot more responsibility. Like, I already saw that coming. Kendra, thank you for the donation. We've got you on the list. All right, so D, let's work on you here. I love these cards, but I think I want to change it up. Maybe light seers. Oh, number 1, spellcasting. How do you see me doing at my job at the end of the year? Do you have a lot more time to train on the materials, Dee? Because I feel like you're just around the corner of it all clicking and it all making sense. But I definitely feel like you need maybe you're more of a hands-on learner or something. Like, I feel like it's just gonna click. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, I got it for the most part. And you might be the type of learner where you're like me, where I have to know why something is the way that it is for me to retain information. So I need to know why we do it this way. And it's not to be obstinate or be like, why do I have to do it like this? But it's more for me to understand the importance of why the processes are lined up in that way and how they affect everything else. But you could just be maybe just a hands-on learner. And so I don't know if there's like any more training you can do, or maybe you can kind of have someone watch you do these things until you fully take over, so that way you can make sure you're understanding it correctly. But like I'm hearing like she's just around the corner of it all clicking, or it all making sense. You have a hard time focusing. All right. How do we see the job going through the end of the year for D? I literally see you here where you're just like, what? Which one? What? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups options. I feel like there are going to be people there that will help you. You know, obviously you want to do your best and you don't want to make any mistakes, but I also feel like there has to be some kind of learning curve as well. So I feel like there's going to be other people there to help you that you can rely on, or you can ask questions to. I just need to read the materials and group the content and data. Okay. So it's not you actually doing something. It's about you understanding it and you comprehending it. Okay. Well, what I still said stands. It's something around the corner of clicking. It's all clicking. Is this something that you kind of just have to know on the spot? Like, is someone going to come to you and ask you a question on the spot that you need to know the answer to? Or is this in a way to help prepare you for events, or help prepare you for a script that you're going to then pass on to other people? Like, I can understand if I feel like I don't know, I'm just feeling like you just need to put more, or not need to, because I understand you have a lot of responsibility, but I feel like it's like the more you do it, the more you learn it, the more you'll get it. It's just something to do with like you don't have the confidence yet because you haven't been able to take it over. You don't have the confidence yet because you haven't like done it yet or something. I mean, ultimately, I see a lot of cups full. I see the 9 of Cups, I see the 10 of Cups, but I feel like you might misspeak, or you might get things confused specifically regarding the materials. But you have to give yourself grace in those situations. As far as your job goes, I feel like you are going to be making friends. There's going to be some people who you're going to get closer to before the end of the year. You said you have to know these things on the spot, prepare before events. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm getting multiple things. Is it on the spot? Is it? But it's like, it's almost like until you put your foot into it, until you like, I think it's gonna be like a fake until you make it kind of situation, girl. I think this is just something that you're just gonna have to like learn on the fly. And I feel like honestly, sometimes you'll be disappointed that you weren't able to pull it off 100%. But I feel like you're going to do well. Like I see so many good cards here. Like we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is we're getting rewards for all the hard work that you put in. We have like a lot of loving energy, union, harmony, things being in balance for you at work. I feel like things will just start kind of like flowing at a certain point for you. There's a lot of flow energy here. The 2 of Cups being really happy, marching to the beat of your own drum, you bringing a new, fresh, original element to your position. And then people also loving you with the Ace of Cups. I just feel like you feel like kind of imposter syndrome, I guess. Like that's kind of what I'm picking up here with the 7 of Swords. It's like you feel like an imposter in your own position. Like you feel like you're not qualified, or you're not good enough to do what it is you need to do, and you're stressing about it. And I feel like, no, is everything going to go smoothly 100% of the time? Not necessarily, but most of the time I am getting it. I'm picking up that, you know, it's not until you're really in it and you're really doing it that things are going to start to make sense. It's kind of like when you're following a script for sales. Like you're just like, what am I even talking about? I have no idea what I'm saying, because you're training and you're brand new at it. And then next thing you know, 6 months down the road, it's going to be like, you can do it with your eyes closed. Like, I think it's just, it comes with experience. And I feel like you just want to be perfect, like right up front, and it's not going to be that way. And I'm just going to be honest with you. But I feel like at a certain point, it is going to be like second nature. It's going to be like second nature for you. But anyway, other things that I'm seeing regarding your work, I see, an interesting message, D. Someone who you know from the past, or someone who you already in connection with, or someone you've worked with before. It's like something about knowing someone already and then working with them again before the end of the year. We have the Six of Cups here. Someone from the past coming back into your life. Regarding work, because this is a work reading. As long as they don't think they made a mistake in giving me that responsibility. No, I don't necessarily think that. I think that, they're going to look at you very fondly and they're going to feel like you handled it pretty well. I think a lot of times in our own minds, we can be like, we're freaking out, but other people don't notice. So I think that they're going to think that you carried it well. My thing is like, if it's too much for you to handle, voice your opinion. Like, if you feel like it's a little bit too much or you need a little extra help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for, well, I don't understand this. Like, for instance, where I worked before this, I worked at a exterior house washing company, and I did pretty much everything. But a lot of times, like, I didn't understand like the processes of the technician side of things. So the technicians go out and actually do the work, and I'm doing like the back end stuff. So like, I would sometimes have to have conversations with them and be like, so is this something that you can do? And why don't you do it this way? And what do you do first? And what are your processes? I had to talk to other people who were hands-on to understand what my responsibility was on the back end of things. So maybe there's other people you need to ask questions about. Maybe if you don't understand the material, talk to someone who does. I don't know. It's just like something here about, it's going to come with experience. It may not be perfect, but it's not going to be detrimental to your position. People are still going to really like you, really appreciate you. I feel like you will be acknowledged for the hard work that you do. And of course, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is wishes fulfilled. So maybe you can't see it yet. Maybe you feel like you just aren't sure. And of course, you're nervous. And like, that's to be understood, because like, trust me, I've been put in positions before where I was nervous as heck, and I was like, I don't know why they're doing this to me. Why are they putting me in this position? And then down the road, I'm like I could do it like with my eyes closed, like the back of my hand. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Spell casting, let's pull some spell casting cards. But yeah, I see someone coming back, someone who coming in that you're going to work with. Your life might be like, oh, I know you. They may actually work with you all the time. They may work with you on an event. Someone from before is coming back in again. How is the job going to go through the end of the year, please, for D? How is the job going to go through the end of the year? Queen, you're always seeing that 9-10. Boundaries. So remember I said, like, if you don't feel 100% equipped to handle this particular task, definitely voice that opinion. Boundaries is important, because if this is a lot of pressure that's being put on you and it's pivotal for the company that you work for, then maybe you need to split the responsibility, or split that responsibility, or split that task with someone else until you better understand what it is that you're doing. We do have blessings coming your way in your job. Good, D, I'm glad. We have psychic abilities. D, you're intuitive. That's funny. And we also have family. So the last reading that we had was like happy family, like family units. So like I said, you're building bonds here. People that are probably like-minded like you with the psychic abilities, that you're going to be building some friendships. So I feel like there's people that either you already are close to, or people that are going to be coming in fairly soon between now and the end of the year that you're going to be getting closer to. You're very welcome, Dee. Absolutely. Everything you touch is gold. You're the one putting the doubt out there. They will be happy with your performance. They vetted you in the interview. They knew they were selecting the best of the best. Such a nice message. Kendra. I'm going to donate for another question. Sounds good. Kendra, what is or will my new makeover manifest into my physical realm? All right, let's check it out. So what's it gonna manifest? What's it gonna manifest? Please, Sarah, what's it gonna manifest? What will this new makeover manifest for Kendra in the physical realm? Last call for donation and ordered readings. The list is closing very soon. What is or will the makeover manifest into the physical realm for Kendra, please? Okay, so per usual, love's coming through. Kendra, that's on you, girl. At this point, you can't blame me. But we have caring connections. So I am seeing actual relationships is what's going to be manifesting. People who want your attention, who want to be around you. But I'm also viewing with caring connections, not just romance. I feel like there's going to be some people who like your vibe. You could be noticing some new friendships forming just because you're on a different vibration, a different frequency. Once you get your makeover, you're going to be feeling a lot differently. You're going to be vibing higher and being happier. I feel like there's going to be you're going to manifest a lot of people thinking about you, thinking, I don't know. It's just something about how like this new frequency is making it so that you're on people's minds, or they may be noticing you. We have Angel of Love and Door to Romance. Of course, if I read the guidebook, it's specifically going to tell me something along the lines of, if your questions regarding love, this heralds new romance for you. I don't know. But I'm getting like love. So let's see what else we've got here. Door to Romance. What is this manifesting for Kendra? Honestly, though, I think that it's also helping you set new goals too. With a thinking woman, it kind of makes me feel like strategically you're making some kind of plan. And honestly, I think you're going to be manifesting more love for yourself too. We have a woman holding a heart. So the angel of love and the woman holding a heart could also be more love for yourself. So basically, more love for yourself, and also more people wanting to be friends with you, more people caring about you. Let's see. Ooh, interesting message. So, Healer of the Ages is healing energy. It's Jesus energy. And it's basically saying that you are going to be more in a state of forgiveness, gratitude, and then you also will have the ability to heal other people. So I feel like you're going to get to a point where I don't know what your strength is. I don't know if like you're very good conversationalist and maybe your advice can make people feel really good, or maybe you have a healing touch, or maybe just spending quality time with you is very healing for other people, being in your physical presence. But it's like something about you that people are going to want to draw towards you. How you'll know that your vibration is higher is like if, for instance, bumblebees. I learned this the other day. If bumblebees are coming up to you, they resonate with like over 500 hertz frequency. So they're looking for things that are high vibe as hell. So if you are high vibe, you'll notice that bumblebees are going to be attracted to you and want to be around you because that's what they look for. There's a lot of other insects and things like that that will come around you, but basically you're in this, you said physical realm, but you're also like radiating at a higher decibel, like a higher note. And I feel like it's going to be very healing to be around you. Interesting that a physical makeover would create such a healing resonance. It's interesting, but I think it's more the feeling that you get from these readings and what you're going to be attracting. So mostly I'm getting friendships. I am getting high vibration. I am getting love interests. I am getting you loving yourself. I am getting you feeling more optimistic, more transformative, and more in a healing energy, a higher vibe energy. And then again, we also have contracts. You could be attracting deals. I view contracts right now for your particular situation as like actual contracts with your acting career. So yeah, a little bit of everything there, which is very cool. It seems like a lot of love will be surrounding you, Kendra. Friendships, love interests, love for yourself. Let me see if there's anything else coming through. Hold on one second. Ooh, butterflies. Butterflies could be another one, like besides bumblebees. I see a lot of flowers around you. So you could be the flower. You could be the flower that people are attracted to. There's rose petals. There's flowers in her hair. There's yellow flowers here. She's holding flowers. I feel like you're going to be, I feel like you know how to accessorize, like you know how to make yourself stand out. This woman, she's wearing like an armband, jewelry, and then she has like different things in her hair. And it's just making me feel like you know how to make yourself stand out and stand yourself apart. And I feel like that's going to attract other people. So maybe, I don't know, maybe wear more jewelry too while you're at it. I'm going to pull from the guidebook really quickly and see if there's anything else coming through that I didn't mention. A partnership of two or a friendship and possible love. That's this card here. It signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership, which I said about the contract card. Female wisdom. I told you you were getting wise. There could be someone in your life who's going to express or helps you express and understand your feelings. This person could also be a teacher coming into your life and help take you into a new direction. It represents a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. We also have Angel of Love, Tender Connections. She holds rose quartz hearts, radiating tender and loving vibrations. It'll bring you compassion and affection. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the comparison that you demonstrate for yourself will influence energetic potential of all these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm, which is interesting because it's specifically worded realm, and you said realm, which is very much confirmation. So for the door to romance, it's opening your heart into new beginnings and a new experience, possibly in love. That new love may be arriving and you're brought together by a strong resonant connection. This could be a call from the past life, or it could be a new tenderness about to bloom with a heartfelt connection. This is key to know, this relationship already exists in energetic potential. So when this card appears in your spread, make sure you're projecting the kind, self-loving energy that you want to receive from other people onto others. We have a couple more here. Female dealing with family. This woman on this card has a large, lovely heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love. It might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive woman who understands emotions of life, and you're bringing awareness to all that you do. It's so funny because like everything that I've been saying is what it's saying here. So probably don't need to read these, but just in case there's any extra messages for you. For 51, healer of the ages, health and vitality. Again, you're bringing forth of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of the divine consciousness pours from his hands and his heart, flowing to you with love, powerful healing intentions. So you could be healing as well during this time. This makeover could be bringing some healing to your own self. It's bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt a strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know at the deepest levels, an important healing is taking place. Partnership and legal commitments. This card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union can be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for some time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it's going to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what might be coming your way. That is what I've got for you, Kendra. I hope that helps. And I believe Dee had another question. We're closing the donations in 2 minutes. You said fashion. I wear jewelry every day. I love it. I love fashion. I know how to dress. Everybody says love, 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 love. Wisdom. Is your boyfriend okay? Sounds like he's fine. Oh my god, is he making noises in the background? He's playing video games. Just ignore him if he starts freaking out. Like, I don't even acknowledge it anymore. All right. So D, I believe, has 2 more questions. He's not dying. He's fine. He's fine. I swear he's fine. You should hear some of the stuff that he says when he knows I'm streaming. He tries to hold it back, but I don't know what he's been doing over there. That's funny. You're very welcome, Kendra. So D, I'm going to go ahead and change it to all lists closed. Join Patreon. Yep, I guess that's fine to still be up there. All right, so this is technically a part 2 question. So I donated twice. If I have already met the man I will be having children with, do you see anything about those children? Ooh. All right, so let's see first. Let's ask the what. Just to get some confirmation. Right, this is for D, please. D says, have I already met the man I will be having children with? Have I already met the man I will be having children with? Here, can you tell me a yes or a no, please? Has D already met the man she'll be having children with? Wow, okay. So it feels like a yes, but it took us a while to get there. Let's dig into this a little bit and see if I can get a confirmation yes with the cards. Spirits, has he already met the man she'll be having children with? Can you show me a yes or a no? Has she already met the man that she'll be having children with? Backity back. Hello, I speak. What's up? What's going on? Has D already met the man that she'll be having children with? Lovers, yes. So I gotta get 2 yeses. So let's dig into this a little bit. So you wanted to know anything about those children. Okay, so let's see. What's going on with these kids? So she met the person that she's going to have children with. Can you tell me anything about these children? Anything that I need to know? All right, so we have Scorpio energy, possibly Cancer and Pisces. We have Libra energy. Let's see, I'm going to do something fun that I've never done before. I'm going to roll this dice and see how many kids you're going to have. I had a feeling it was going to be like 5 or 6. That's insane. 4. You might have quite a bit of kids here. Yeah, 4 again. Okay, I don't even know if that's possible for you right now or in a position that you're in, but I feel like what that means is you're gonna have more kids than what you expect to have. So if you only wanted 1, you might have 2. If you only wanted 2, you might have 3, like that kind of thing. What's going on with these kids? I know that's what it said. It was like 5, and like 5 is here again, and I'm like, oh, you had a lot. Like you had a lot. So I feel like it's just gonna be more than what you anticipate. That's what I will say for sure, or more than you planning. So maybe you only want like 1 kid, but you'll have 2. Maybe you'll have 3. Maybe you have 4, kind of thing. Um, back to back to back. That's what I heard. Back to back. You said rabbits, and I'm like back to back to back to back. Okay. What else about them? Queen, 6, Justice, High Priestess, 4, 6, 2, Knight of Cups. All right, so yeah, definitely Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and Libra. What I am seeing is that someone is going to be like maybe an empath or some type of empathetic type of person. They very much know how to emotionally, intellectually express themselves, and also they have a very wise understanding at a very young age of the very advanced emotions that humans can experience. So you might find that when your kid is watching a show or like a movie where like the mom dies or something like that, maybe even at the age of 2 or 3, very young, they'll just be crying because it's almost like they're well advanced emotionally than what you would expect for a kid that age. And I feel like that's going to carry them into their future. Like I feel like they are very much going to be like, for instance, their strength would be clairsentience. They would be able to feel a lot of emotions. They're probably going to be very upset if you make that, or if they make you mad or they disappoint you in some way. This does feel like first kid energy that's coming through, and it is the beginning of the reading. They're not going to want to disappoint you. They're going to want to do everything like just right. Um, they might have like a perfectionist type of mentality or attitude, but they love you a lot, and I feel like they don't want to do anything to like make you disappointed in them. And I feel like they're the ones that are going to be like the caregivers for their other siblings. This is the kid that you're really going to. You said it's gonna be the mini me, yeah. So this is the one that's gonna like be very loving, very affectionate, want to hold your hand, be around you, be near you, say very sweet things like "Mom, you're beautiful," things like that. I feel like honestly, this is first kid energy because it's like very fair and honest. I feel like honestly, generally, a lot of your kids are just gonna be truth tellers. They're not gonna be like lying just to lie. I feel like they're gonna be very honest. But I feel like this person that I'm thinking of, the oldest, it feels like a girl, but it could be a boy. Is going to be very. They're gonna be just like a truth teller. They're gonna be honest. They're not gonna like lying. They're not gonna like the way that it makes them feel. They're going to be highly intuitive, and likely they'll be very shy. So like that's what I'm picking up for one of the kids. Um, 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 I see a kid, and I'm not sure if it's like. I mean, there's 3 people, so it could be the 3 that I'm picking. Like the other energy I'm picking up could be like 2 different kids, but I'm getting that like Sagittarius energy. I don't even see Sagittarius in this spread, but it's very much like I'm the youngest. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna march to the beat of my own drum, and like I'm gonna be free and happy and silly, and like he's gonna be. I said a he. He's gonna be the one. I'm like, why am I getting pronouns? But I'm getting that someone's gonna be like very goofy and just try to do anything to get a laugh. I feel like they feel invincible. They feel like it could be a girl, but they feel invincible. Like they feel like it does feel like younger kid energy because they feel like they can do no wrong, and they feel like they'll get away with anything and everything, and that like nothing bad could ever happen to them because they're invincible. Like they kind of have that very positive, optimistic type of energy. um I feel like all of your kids are gonna be very loving, generally speaking, I definitely feel like there's a boy and a girl, but it could be like 2 girls and a boy or something, like maybe 3. But I get that there's like another kid that I'm not picking up too much about when they're younger, but when they're older, they're gonna be like a traveler. They're gonna be someone who just likes to go do like different things here and there. Like you won't ever know like what they're up to because they're just like, yeah, mom, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I feel like they're just after their passion, they're after what makes them happy. And they might be the one that you worry about a little bit more than the aforementioned child that I was talking about. What else is coming through? Yeah, you don't really have to worry about if it's 3 kids, you don't have to worry about the empath. You don't have to worry about the kid that's just doing whatever they want, even though you will because you feel like they're not grounded or stable. Like you're like, what's your future gonna be? I would worry about the one that it might be the middle child, the middle, your youngest, not the oldest, but there's one of the kids that you have to just pay a little bit more attention to because I feel like they're not going to be as expressive with their emotions and they're going to need a little bit of work. They're going to feel like they can't express how they're feeling too much. They're going to keep things pretty locked up with the 4 of Pentacles here. So they can be very practically mindset. Yeah. So I would just like make sure that, you know, all your kids feel like they can talk to you or they can open up to you because there's someone here that feels like they can't tell everything. Like almost like the energy of like they can pick up addictions very easily. But I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying like they have that kind of personality. I hope they have a good dad regardless of whatever chaos they get into. Let's see here. What was your second question, Dee? I think they're gonna have a very loving father. Do you want more details on how this person's going to parent? Because I feel like they're loving. They have a lot of passion for being a dad. We have this sacral chakra. The strategy makes me feel like they are going to try to go into parenting with a plan and then everything's going to go out the window after that. But they could also be like a big brother or have like nieces or nephews or something. Like I feel like they're familiar with kids. So they're not going to like feel completely like new and frightened when it comes to children being around. The second question was in the first. If I met the guy and have children with, but if you have details about him, that would be great. All right, so let's see if we can pull some details about how this person will parent. So I was already starting to pick up some things there, so maybe we should just run with that. All right, how will this person parent these kids' father? How will they parent? I Speak says eating some crackers and enjoying these reads. That's so sweet that you're like here to just support the channel and it's not even your reading, but you're like, I like it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll because we're not taking any more orders. All right, these children's father, how will they parent? What kind of father or slash dad will they be? Remember when I said strategy? I was like, this person's gonna come in with a plan. And like, here we go. Look at this. Look at the little kids and like the dad. He's like, look, he's gonna come in as an authority figure. I feel like you guys will have a very balanced relationship, but it's like in the end, he's not going to be afraid to be like, you know, I don't know. I'm getting like he wants you to be the disciplinary, but he's not afraid to do it if he has to. He's very happy. There's a little kid here. He's very loving towards you. He's a very affectionate and loving father. He's, like I said earlier, he's very passionate about being a dad. Like, this is something that he's always wanted to be, always wanted to do. I feel like he's going to instill very good values into your kids. How is he going to be? What kind of father will he be? Please, this person for D. He's going to be a dedicated father. With the King of Wands, that's a very loyal energy. I think that he will have no problem wrestling with them, like playing with them and acting dumb, because we have the Knight of Swords, so he could be a playful dad as well. He's going to do like fun, goofy things with them. So sometimes masculines get a bad rep because they're like they're known to not be someone who can pick up on subtleties or subtle changes in energies that they don't really have. They're not really tapped in naturally into their intuition, but I feel like your husband will be. So like if something is wrong, I think he's gonna know. When it comes to your kids, he's gonna kind of just have like this nurturing instinct to just try to make things right. I'm seeing 3 again. 3 cups, 3 kids. Oh, that's 3 girls. Let's see. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. I feel like he is going to be someone who, not all the time, but he can sometimes get in his own head about his own parenting style. So he may, like, you know, if things are very frustrating, heat of the moment, emotions are running high, he might react a certain way and then severely regret it later. Not like he's going to hurt anyone or anything like that. I just think that he could eventually at some point get a short fuse, and then, you know, how he acted, he's going to highly regret it, because he's going to be like, you know, I always said I don't want to be this type of dad. I don't want to be this type of person to my kids. And so he's going to kind of have a lot of growth that's happening as he's a parent. It's like he's going to be learning as well. Like I said, he's dedicated. He's a committed, dedicated father. I feel like he will contribute and provide as well, be a provider with the 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like he's just going to see this parenting thing through to the end. So like he's there. He's there. Like, you don't have to necessarily worry. We even have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This is like the father figure, the authority figure. I feel like he's going to be a very good dad. Yeah, D, like if you don't have at least 1 or 2 girls, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Why was I picking up on that? What kind of dad is he going to be? So I think that he's going to probably be the main provider, I would say. Like, I feel like he gives off stay-at-home dad vibes, but I feel like he's going to still want to play traditional roles. So I feel like he's going to want to definitely be working. Hold on 1 second, let me grab a drink. And because of that, he's going to feel like he's like missed out on a lot with his kids. So I feel like the time that he does spend with them, he wants it to be quality time. And as I'm saying that, we have caring connections. When he's at work, I feel like he's going to be thinking about, what he's missing out on and what he wishes he could be doing differently to spend more time with them. We have financial constraints, so it may be something where you want to be a stay-at-home mom, but maybe he's like, well, we really need the money, so maybe you'll do it. Maybe if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you'll do it for like the early years and then eventually go back to work, or do something where you're making extra money on the side, like Instacart or something, or whatever the equivalent of that would be in the future. I feel like he just, more so than anything, he puts a lot of pressure on himself to be the provider of the family, and he wants you to be able to just do what you want to do, and he doesn't want you to feel like you also have to work. But I think that he does worry about money. The Eight of Swords and the All Tied Up makes me feel like the same thing. Like, there's going to be times where he feels restricted, like he feels like he didn't put as much into, like, I almost feel like I already am seeing him have regrets about being a dad, not regretting that he has kids, but like the way that he handles things or the things that he does. He's going to be like a worrier and overly concerned. He's going to be like an overthinker and be like, oh, I should have handled that differently, or why did I do that, like I've just been so frustrated, and da 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 da. So it's like he's gonna be very hard on himself. But honestly, though, like the Sacred Chakra came out the first time, and then we also have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like he really is just going to be very passionate, and this is going to be probably one of his passions, or what he feels is a calling for himself, is being a father. So you don't have to worry about that. He's going to see things through to the end, meaning like he's dad on day one of conception, and he will be a dad till the day he dies. I do want to be a stay-at-home mom for a brief time, but working from home on the side. Well, there you go. So like maybe that's kind of what that is. But I feel like he's still going to feel some guilt surrounding that, because he has traditional values that he's going to probably feel like his desires and what he wants to do as a provider for the family, he's going to feel like he's not adequate because you're having to work too. So maybe present it in a way like, no, I want to work, and then maybe that will take a little bit of pressure off. But of course, that's something to be concerned about down the line. You're very welcome, Dee. Thank you so much for placing an order with me. Queen, I'm not sure if you are still here on the chat end, but if you aren't, I won't hold it against you. I know you have to work. So anyways, you guys have a great night. Again, do not forget that I have a Patreon now. The link is in the description of this video, and you can subscribe to support me, become a member, and get some extra perks. So if that's something you're interested in, take a look. And that's pretty much it, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Oh, Queen, hey. All right, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for your help tonight. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.